Well, chat, we finally made it. After 2 by God hours, we finally made it. This is the conference setup to start season 1. And of course, it will change. We're going to promote either 1 or 2 teams per year and demote 1 or 2 teams per year. But again, the Sun Belt looks like this, as you would have been familiar with. These are the worst teams in the game. We will be choosing one of them that is not named Navy, given that we just used them. In terms of who we use, you'll be deciding, but you're not going to be deciding yet. For the SEC, Arkansas State, Georgia Southern, Georgia State, the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns, South Alabama, and Texas State. On the other side is Army, Charlotte, FAU, Coastal Carolina, James Madison, and Old Dominion. For the Pac-12, Appalachian State, Colorado State, Kent State, Mid-Tennessee State, Southern Miss, and Utah State. On the other side is Eastern, Central, and Western Michigan, Marshall, Northwestern, and Temple. And again, these are reverse order. Sun Belt, the worst teams. We're just working our way up the chart. That brings us to the new Mountain West, which is Louisiana Tech, North Texas, Troy, Rice, UNLV, and El Paso. The other side is Ball State, Indiana, Ohio, South Carolina, Toledo, and Western Kentucky. In the MAC, Hawaii, Iowa State, not Ohio State. We won't see them for a while. Minnesota, San Diego State, Tulsa, and San Antonio. You also have Illinois, Rutgers, UAB, USF, Vanderbilt, and Virginia. We're going to skip that one for the moment. Conference USA, Arizona, Boise State, Fresno, Nebraska, Purdue, and San Jose. With Cincy, East Carolina, Maryland, Georgia Tech, Memphis, and Wake Forest. You have the Big Ten, which is BYU, Houston, Michigan State, Kansas, SMU, and Stanford, Boston College, Duke, Tulane, UCF, Virginia Tech, and West Virginia. The Big 12, Baylor, Kansas State, Oklahoma State, and Georgia State, TCU, and Washington State, with Florida, Iowa, Kentucky, and Louisville right next to one another, Mississippi State, and NC State. Your third highest tier is Arizona State, California, Colorado, Missouri, Texas Tech, and Wisconsin, Arkansas, Auburn, Florida State, Miami, Ole Miss, and Tennessee. Your penultimate tier, the second tier, if we're talking English football, this is the championship. Oklahoma, Oregon, Texas, Texas A&M, UCLA, and Utah. Bama, LSU, Notre Dame, North Carolina, Penn State, and Pittsburgh, meaning that independent is the highest possible tier, and these are the 5, should I say 6 best teams. For some reason, I thought there were only 5. These are the 6 best teams: Clemson, Georgia, Michigan, Ohio State, USC, and Washington. Again, basing it on overall first and then using their program tier as the tiebreaker. In terms of conference rules, everything has been wiped out in terms of protected rivals and stuff like that. You were right, it's the 5 best teams in Clemson. Fair. But again, we are starting way down on the bottom. Our primary challenge is to not only win a national title, but it is to work our way up to independent level to truly be one of the best of the best. The question is, what team? What team? There's a lot of options here. There will be further restrictions. I'll talk about them in a minute. I do wish I had looked at the unis before, but you know, I think it's actually, in fairness, I can pick a team, delete the coach, and then just take back over. So I could base it off of uniforms if I wanted. So let me do this wisely, right? Let me do this wisely. And for the moment, I don't know who the hell we're going to take. Let's just hit back and hit begin Dynasty. And we'll see where we end up. We'll see, we'll see. So for the moment, I'll just pick defensive coordinator at Boston College, because who gives a shit? Not a big deal at all. You can hit exit. I'm not going to worry about any of that. We can go over to save. And save this new file. Beautiful. Let's go take a look at some unis, right? Because we're going to be stuck with one of these teams for a while, and I want to know that we're going to be looking good. So going up to the very top, the first team that we have is Akron. Akron. Do you have cool uniforms? Please. I hit the wrong button. Didn't I? I gotta hit the Y button? I do. There we go. Akron, do you have cool uniforms? You know, we just rocked the blue and gold with Navy. I'm gonna veto Akron. Bowling Green. Bowling Green. The Falcons. All right. You know, very, very Cleveland Browns. Very Cleveland Browns. Jesus Christ, you are the Cleveland Browns. Good to know. You are the Cleveland Browns. I don't hate them, though. I don't hate them. We have Miami of Ohio. The Red Hawks. You know, they don't really have any special unis. Sorry to Miami. You're overruled. Nevada. Nevada, tomato. What do we got for Nevada? Ooh, the Blackouts. Okay. And that's about it for alternates. I mean, they have the other combinations, but primarily it's their home, their away, and then the black. It's okay. Okay. It's not amazing. New Mexico, the Lobos tied for the lowest rating in the game with Navy. That jersey's hideous, but I like it. And then just the one alt. Endo! Thank you for the 38 months, buddy. Hope you're doing all right. I gotta be honest, New Mexico's looks aren't that great. They're okay. They're all right. I mean, I'd take New Mexico over Nevada, but I'm not digging that, really. And then we have what I know was a favorite in chat. It might very well be the winner. We have Wyoming. Let's get a look at them Cowboys. At the home alt. Wow, they have 3 unis. It's a nice color scheme, though. I haven't looked at Buffalo yet. I'm looking at the other side. Hold on. Wyoming's in the mix. We have Air Force, but let's be honest, we're going to get away from the military side of things. I'm not ready to jump to the other side. So that brings us to Buffalo. Buffalo. Very blue, very gray. It's okay. It's okay. They're not my favorites, but you know, they're all right. Navy is obviously disqualified. We have Northern Illinois. The Huskies. No, like specialty jerseys, just alternates. Again, they're okay. I mean, it's a different color scheme than what we used last time, which is good. You have a great rival of mine. Syracuse. Well, if you wanted an orange look, Syracuse would be it. Get revenge for old Peter Griffin. You have Syracuse in the mix, and the final team would be the University of Louisiana Monroe. Ooh, we're probably going to show up way down at the bottom, right? As ULM. The old Warhawks. Very USC. E40s. Well, those aren't too bad. Those aren't too bad. Okay. I think I have my final 5 for chat to vote on. I think I do. Chat your options for what team we take control of. Bowling Green, New Mexico, Wyoming, Buffalo, or ULM. Who's it going to be? We've whittled it down to those 5 that interest me. What's it going to be? Again, the good thing is we don't have to restart or anything. I saw Boston College at the start, and I'm like, wait a minute. And I panicked. Oh, that was scary. That was scary. All right, so again, Boston College is in the Big Ten in this reality. They have White Fat Rock, whose name we are going to edit. And we're going to rename Boston College's head coach Jim, or this coordinator will be Jim. So there you go, Jim. Congratulations. And right now, it is actually Buffalo in the lead. Not what I was expecting. Again, if the poll did not show up for you, feel free to refresh. We will be taking control of one of the god-awful Sunbelt teams. Will it be replacing Maurice Linguist? Well, somebody has to bring a title to Buffalo. It might as well be me. Right? It might as well be me. If chat ties it, it goes to a wheel spin. Wyoming on a strong comeback. It's between 2, Wyoming and Buffalo. Who will it be? Will it be Josh Allen's old home or Josh Allen's new home? That's what we're staring down the barrel of here. Oh, goodness. Will it be Josh Allen's new home or Josh Allen's old home? Let's find out. We are a few seconds away. A late vote for Wyoming. And by 1 vote, we are heading to Wyoming as the head coach, White Fat Rock, is heading out to Wyoming. Yee-haw. Hold on. Oh, God. As we will have head coach UV'd. Your last haw. White Fat Rock has been retired. UV'd your last haw. Is ready to go. And we're rocking the mustache. You know that we had to. Put that man in a suit, but give him a visor. Oh, there we go. Put him in a polo. Player names are wide open for this. They sure are. There you go. Our new head coach at Wyoming. You've yeed your last haw. White Fat Rock's undercover. Looks like Andy Reid. Well, there we go. And obviously we are going to retire Jim out of old Boston College. Let's see, Boston College, edit coach, make this a computer controlled coach, and bada bing, bada boom, Wyoming it is. How about them Cowboys? This should be fun. So first and foremost, we get to the skill tree. Obviously, the first thing is friggin' scouting efficiency. For the coordinator, let's do the pass rush. And we'll do stamina for the offense with Tim Polasek as our coordinator. Now, the other part of the challenge. And some people saw it coming. Not only is the goal to work our way up these custom conferences with promotion and relegation, but this is also going to be the JUCO only challenge. We have to work our way up through all of the tiers, and we can only do so by recruiting junior college transfers. This is gonna suck, but I can't wait. I can't wait. This should be ridiculous. Let's take a look at the team that we are inheriting. We are not going to be renaming the players that we're inheriting. We're only going to do that for new recruits. So keep that in mind. Season 1, we're going to sim quite a bit of it pretty fast as well because we don't really care too much. Oh, God. All right, so Evans Svoboda will redshirt you. Sweet God. Well, redshirt Jamari Farrell and Sam Scott. Now, the transfer portal, I haven't decided. We'll see if anybody actually wants to jump over here, and if they do, well then, hey, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I can't imagine our school being that in demand to switch to. We'll redshirt those two at the bottom. Tiggs, what's going on? How are you? Let's redshirt those two for the hell of it. We should really only need 2 tight ends. On the O-line, Brant Rice. What a name. Since we had 2 there. Tiggs, I'm doing good. 2 there, 2 there. Let's redshirt you. So that's 2, 4, 6, 7. Honestly, we can redshirt 1 extra dude. Let's have it be Gavito. Defensive line, Keelan Cox can sit out. That's 3. You're going to need the 4. Although that dude is a 79 overall dude. We probably should have him play because who knows, maybe we could get promoted this season. No left outside linebackers. That's a problem. That's a pretty big problem. We don't really have room to redshirt any corners. Oh, this defense. Oh, this defense. Okay. At least we have an 87 rated kicker. Yeah, it's not a great look. Not a great look for us here at Wyoming. Oh, boy. In terms of the custom schedule, we have a lot of locked games. A lot of locked games. We're going to have some weird fucking schedules, too. It's going to be pretty fun. So we're definitely going to want week 6 open. Yeah. Okay, so if we leave week 1 and week 6 open, that leaves us 8, 9, and 10 to customize. We are going to do the same thing that we did before. We're going to do pick a letter and see what it lands on. And our first letter is going to be Q. Q. Who the fuck works for Q? Do we have a Q? Anywhere? Q? Our second letter is I do believe. So we have to pick a team that starts with I. And congratulations, it's Indiana. Let's see. Next up is G. Gotta pick a team that starts. Oh, good. That's great. Oh, that's so much fun. Hooray. Week 10. Oh. Oh, Alpha Merry Christmas, fuckers. Oh my God. We drew Georgia and Ohio State in season 1. Fuck me. Oh my God. Well, we're not getting promoted this year. Holy shit. We'll play all the games on the road because who gives a fuck? Oh my God. Would you like some lube? I'm gonna need it. I have yeed my last ha. Jesus Christ. Okay, well, what do we... Hold on, before we even go to recruiting, I need to set up the coaching philosophy. Oh my God, okay. You know, because it worked out so damn well for us in Navy, I am now very biased to that Oregon playbook. We're also going to be, again, very aggressive with offensive substitutions. We're going to run multiple D, and we need to turn off the assistants. So, hey, if we get fired, we're allowed to come back. It's just we'll have to bring back UV, your last Ha-2 electric boogaloo. Over under 2.5 seasons before you get fired. That's a very good question. That's a very good question. All right, so first and foremost, team needs, Jesus Christ. Okay, so we need 3 wide receivers. We need a kicker. We need a defensive tackle, an outside linebacker, and a punter. And again, we are doing JUCOs only. If there is not a JUCO to bring in, we have to rely on walk-ons. Because I hate myself. And same picks the school after we get fired next season. All right, first and foremost, kickers. JUCO kickers. JUCO kicker, please. Okay, there's one, Nate Lilly. We also have Lucas Hairston. That's it. At punter. Punter. Alvin Jackson, but he won't come here. Brian Smith, but he won't come here. Rodney Love. Chris Paul. Well, fuck you too. You choke in the playoffs. All right, so we got a couple of dudes on the board so far. Linebackers. We technically need an outside linebacker, but it can be a middle linebacker as well that we just move over. That's not a big deal. There are obviously a lot of middle linebackers, and that's fine. We should probably just run from the bottom, but there can be 3-star JUCOs, of course. There is one, Anthony Roberson. It is, Wheels, it is. JUCO only, plus the Pro Rel setup as well. So not only is it a national title we're trying to win, we're trying to earn our way to independent status as one of the top programs in the nation. The good news for us right now, there are a crap load of eligible linebackers. A crap load. Now, whether or not they want to come to Wyoming, well, that's an entirely different question. But we have some options. And I was very concerned about the amount of options that we would in fact have. Let's see. Darren Fox is here. Okay, we got some linebackers. Now, wide receivers, I wasn't afraid to leave until the last minute because typically there ends up being a crap load of wide receivers late. How many years in this mode? Until I cry or until we win. There will be no in between. There are so many goddamn linebackers. Now, how many of them are good? That's the question. But there are a crap load of linebackers, which is good. So far, so good on the option front. And this guy, Justin Jones, is interested in coming here. We're not getting out of the division before 2030. How dare you, sir? Where's the confidence? Where's the faith? Have you seen some of the dumbass challenges we've succeeded at on this channel before, Frank? I know you have. You've been here. And this might be the dumbest. It might be. Let's be honest. But damn it, I'm still gonna try. Ooh, a 3-star Bobby Mitchell. Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else? That's probably it. I don't think there'll be a 4-star. Okay. Then it's defensive tackle. And we will look for wideouts after the fact. So is there anybody? We know there was a guy at the very bottom, but I wanted to look for higher quality out of the gates at defensive tackle. I imagine we're going to be okay in terms of options here. We only need one dude, and so far it's not looking good. There we go, finally. John McLeod. Jose Ivy. Josh Wilson. All right, we got some dudes right at the very end of the board there. That's good. That's good, that's good. Okay. So scouting for us right now is a complete waste of time. We just need to focus on scholarships, but we do technically have to scout this week. God, recruit assist is off. How good's the punter? Probably not great. You know what? I'm just going to let it auto-assign the points for week 1 because it's a massive waste of time for us, at least right now. So let's start off our first season. And I'll see you guys in 30 years when we win a national title. Maybe. Jesus.